Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Katelyn from Florals.com and today I am so excited to be sharing my September How to Kill a Kit with Style kit with you guys. Now as always, be sure to check out all the participants linked down below because we do have some new people joining us this month and for the future. So be sure to check out some of the newbies and give them some love and comment on their videos and tell them how much you love their kit and how you're looking forward to see what they make, because it is just such a fun community to have this sort of running list of great people that like to make kits and like to show you what they make with them. So I hope you guys have been enjoying How to Kill a Kit with Style. Let me know what you enjoy most about it in the comments down below so I can focus on those parts. And if you're interested in learning more about my kit, this month I did do a nice behind the scenes video over on my Patreon where I went through and built the kit with them and just sort of talked through my decisions and showed them it a little bit early comparative to YouTube. So if you want to get sneak peeks, early access, all that fun stuff, check out Patreon, which will be linked down below. For this month's kit, I didn't want to do anything too fall or anything too crazy into the Halloween realm. That's next month. Maybe we'll do something Halloween next month. Not a huge fan of Halloween, nor do I have much to do with Halloween in terms of scrapbooking, but I wanted to do something fun and whimsical. And last month, I actually did a poll over on my Patreon for what they wanted to see. And obviously, you know what they picked from last month's kit reveal, but they also had a very, very close tie for second place was the Magical Forest collection from Crate Paper. And a huge shout out to my friend Jana for sending me these goodies. And while I did not have the full 12x12 paper collection, I built the rest of this kit out from the inspiration of Magical Forest. So as you guys might not know, this is what you call a pocket letter. So usually people who are crafters, artists, anything in between, make these fun little adorable, pretty little pockets full of goodies. So the front side's usually decorative, but you could totally use these cards as well on your own projects. And the back side's full of more goodies. So this is one that Jana put together for me, and I love all these things. So some of these are related to the actual collection. Some of them are just coordinating pieces. So I have some washi, some gold glitter, and then some puppy stickers that are from the collection, then some additional pieces that match beautifully, might I say. She did a wonderful job putting this together. Like, how gorgeous is this? I can't get over it. And I really, really love how it turned out. And I keep all of the ones she sends me, so I had a ton of fun receiving and unboxing this one a bit ago. So it's about time that I finally showed up and used it. So these are the other goodies she sent me. We have the sticker set here, which is the Magical Forest clear sticker set. So we have this fun, whimsical one, some florals, some phrases, some gold glitter stickers, and then some black phrases, and then some little creature icons on the back. Then we have some wonderful bows. Now these are a little bit bulky for my normal taste, but maybe if I need to do a DIY project this month, these will come in handy. I adore this green color, and I don't have a lot of it in my stash, but I actually wore a dress to a Christmas party once that was this color, and it's just such a pretty shade of green. Then, of course, we have the ephemera pack, which I'm stoked to have, and this includes several bits and pieces. And the same thing about a pocket letter, Jana is so kind and sweet that she actually wrapped all of these goodies for me and decorated the outside of the packaging. So I kept all of it because I figured I could use her beautiful work on some of my pages, and I would love to include part of her wonderful work in my scrapbooks. But you can see here lots of different sizes and shapes and different items. And then lastly, we have the 6x8 paper pad, which is what I based my entire color picks off of. It was easier than trying to look at all these other bits that are more loose when I could just look at this front page. Now you do need to be wary because sometimes the front page does not match the inside print material, so be a little bit careful about the color choices and how deep your shades go and things like that. But I'll do a quick flip through. There's only one of each design in this particular 6x8, which makes me so terribly sad because it is adorable. And like I said, I don't own the 12x12 collection of this, but I was lucky enough that after I actually got this package from Jana, a few months after, I purchased a grab bag of papers. So I do have a singular 12x12 paper from this collection, and I'm happy to have it because I could totally use it and coordinate it with all these goodies. But that's the 6x8, and that's where I started. After that, I moved on to papers. So here is the 112 by 12 I own, and it's this gorgeous golden rod with the diamonds, which you just saw in the 6 by 8. And then we also have the wonderful rainbow side, and this is the sunlight paper from Crepe Paper, Magical Forest. Very, very cute. I'm going to scooch these over so we can start fitting the papers on here that I picked out. These are in no particular order. Again, I went through the whole process over on my Patreon, so if you're interested, you can check that out. But I know that I did pull in some loose papers, which I don't have a ton of, and then I also pulled in some from my paper pad so I'd have enough to work with. But next up was this Heidi Swap one, which is this beautiful pink. Really matches some of the pink tones in the 6 by 8, and again, another rainbow paper, which I probably won't use, but this is from the Storyline Chapters collection. And then I believe I moved on to some other loose papers like this Heidi Swap one, which is in this beautiful green tone. And again, not exactly a perfect match, but dusty enough that it'll go with all the woodland style colors. And this collection, Magical Forest, definitely is cottagecore vibes. And I definitely don't own a lot of that because it is sort of like a newfound trend that's recently come up in a lot of different places, especially in fashion. Then I pulled out this Coordinations polka dot piece. And then it looks like we're heading into the territory of loose paper pad paper. So this one's from Maggie Holmes Bloom. Then I had this gorgeous floral from DCWV watering can. Then we have this wood grain from, I believe, a Recollections paper pad. I brought in this cute little house paper from, again, the watering can collection. Then we've got a green polka dot. This is actually from Crepe Paper Sweet Story from Maggie Holmes. So a little bit more Maggie Holmes in there. Try to stack these up a little bit more. And then the last two, I have this one again from Recollections. And then a polka dot. So really not a ton of paper. So I anticipate some kit cheating will come out of this kit. So let's see, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 papers isn't a lot. I do anticipate bringing in some craft because as you've seen in this particular kit and the pocket letter Janet made me, there are some craft elements running through it. So these are the papers I ended up picking out. And we obviously have the 6 by 8. We have some ephemera, some stickers, and some bows. So I thought that the only next logical step would be to build out this kit far beyond anything that I'll ever be able to make in a month. So I decided to pull in some other pieces from my stash. Here's an oldie but a goodie. This is actually, it looks like a blank piece of paper with some shine to it, but it's actually a clear sticker sheet with white print, so you can barely see them. Maybe if I tilt it this way, there you go. Now you can see some of them. There are some empty ones, but this is actually from an old DCWV paper pad that I did get rid of. It's actually a project pad. So there's some butterflies, some big titles, like this one says Dwell in Possibility. This one says Be You, You and Me, Hello, Oh So Lovely. So there's a bunch on here. I don't know how much I'll touch of this, but one of my focuses for this month in particular was my 12 by 12 sticker sheets and chipboard, which I don't have a ton of, but I rarely reach for. So it's a good thing I don't own a lot of them, but I thought I'd bring these in. I'll tuck this under here since you can't really read it anyhow, and I figured it'd probably be safer under there anyway. And then next up, another 12 by 12 sticker sheet, but this one I've never touched. And this is from the Our House collection from Cartabella. Now, a lot of this doesn't match, but things like the mushroom motifs, even the leaf motifs, there's a cat, of course, which matches pretty well. So there's some colors that match. Some of this like teal color, some of the warm tones kind of match. Not a ton, but enough that I thought I could probably start diving into this and figure out some like nice homey things to scrapbook, because that's definitely the vibe of Magical Forest to me. Although it is got like that, it's got a little bit of Harry Potter vibes to it, a little bit fantasy. It definitely has a homey vibe for it, at least to me, because it has a slight vintage feel, but there are houses motifs in the stickers and the ephemera. So I thought I'd bring this in and give it a whirl into this project. And again, no idea ever what I'm scrapbooking in a month. It's all pretty much just made up as I go. But there's so many different topics you can do with these nice color schemes that I think will be all set. I also pulled in my Gather 12 by 12 chipboard. Now I've had this for a while. I think it's the only chipboard. I think I have maybe one other chipboard 12 by 12. Not a ton of this matches because the illustration styles are so different, but the titles always work. These little busts, this little deer, the unicorn could totally work, although a different illustration style than the other unicorns, so we'll have to be careful about that. But I think there's something here that I could do. And it's funny because I do have this little pink upright piano. I did have an upright piano as a kid, which I believe is still at my parents' house, but It definitely wasn't pink and not nearly as cute, so maybe I could figure out how to find a photo of that to scrapbook, but we'll put this under here for now just to keep it in a little bit of the sight line there. Then I pulled out a bunch more stuff, some old, some new, maybe a lot of new. We'll see how it ends up panning out, but that's really what the trend I've been on, is just touching the things I've been waiting to actually grab and put onto pages and have fun with it. But I did want to pull in a wood stamp this time around, and I have this adorable one which was actually sent to me in a swap, and it was used. It's still very well loved because I have used it a few times, and this is from Dawn Hauser from Inkadinkadoo. So it's quite an oldie but a goodie. I don't think there's a year printed on here anywhere, but it's definitely seen some better days because it's been so well loved. But I'm super excited to have this and to add some texture to some backgrounds perhaps. Then I thought it'd be fun to add in some more cork. While there isn't any specific cork elements in here right now, I did pull some other ones out, hence why I said more, because I did pull this out later. But I think this goes along the same lines as craft paper and that sort of light brown tone color that just works as such a great neutral, but by adding texture, you add so much more to a layout. So I thought I'd pull in this little DCWV set for that. Speaking of cork, I do have a close to empty I wanted to pull in. These are some old Freckled Fawn gold foiled cork hearts, and we only have 7 left, which isn't too bad. I think I could finish these off. I actually had pulled in a full set and I was like, oh wait, here's my use it up drawer, let me go through that, and then I found this little set, so happy to try to use those up this month. New, but maybe I'd used one out of, is this fun Scrap and Happy Studio epoxy flare set. These are mostly about hiking and traveling and about adventure, but some of the colors really work, like this light beige color and this white and some of the blues. I'm going to try to get one to read. Best views come after the hardest climb. The world is yours to explore. They're really just covering each other. Go where you feel most alive. So things like that, if I get to do any like travel or hiking photos, I think those would be perfect. Then I pulled in, this is a very recent purchase. This is from the Simon Says Stamp Crafters for a Cause box. This is one of the mystery items I got in there, and these are the Tim Holtz adornments. I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do with these. I did look them over. None of these numbers mean anything to me, which was, I was kind of really hoping they would, because then I could do an easy symbolism piece, like something like 34 if I ever lived in a house that had 34, or 543, but none of these numbers mean anything. But make sure if you guys ever see something like this, if you do have a number that means something to you, these kind of things are so good at storytelling for that kind of item, whether it be your soccer number, your address, the first 3 of your phone number, whatever it may be. This is a really cool way to capture that, but I thought I'd try to work these into a layout at some point, which I think will be difficult, but it'd be really cool if I got to do it. Pulling in another new item. These are some Freckled Fawn chipboard sticker words. Most of these colors do not match. I'm really here for the peachy pink and the white. The other ones not so much, but depending on where I take some of the items of this kit, I might be able to work in some more. But I wanted to try these out because I've been lacking on putting some phrase stickers on my pages, so I thought some chipboard ones might propel me to use them a little bit more frequently. Then I pulled in an oldie and almost finished. I hope to finish this month is a single sticker on the We Are Memory Keepers typecast label set, just the one that says love is left. And this was only a single sheeter, but I did eventually put all of them in here at one point. So I'd be very happy to use this up. And I definitely probably paid more than I should have for it based off of the no price actually listed on there. So we'll tuck that down here. Another oldie but a goodie, I pulled in this sticker book for this month. I always try to incorporate a sticker book because I love them so much. They are technically a big investment if you pay full price for them. The Tuesday morning prices were much more reasonable in my opinion, but I need to start using them more. I know I use them every month, but this is the Jen Hadfield one. A quick flip through for those of you who haven't seen it. Lots of nature emblems, which is why I think it'll work, and lots of greens, which again, the greens in the Magical Forest collection were hard to match, but some of these will definitely work. And again, the animals work really well, and the nature motifs work really super duper well with this particular collection, in my opinion. And we'll set that one over here. We're kind of running out of room, and I still have so much more stuff. A brand new piece I haven't dove into yet is this Social Paper Plan Ephemera set. I did a haul for them a couple weeks ago of stuff that I bought from them, so definitely check them out. But this is sort of like a challenges set, so like working through your challenges, even grieving's in here a little bit. So there's some motifs that work really, really well, like just the hearts, the raindrops, the florals, but there's also stuff in here if I want to tell some other harder stories, I definitely can, being able to do that through these. So I've done a whole flip through of all of these, but you can check that out on my channel. I'll try to have that link down below, but it's sort of talking about how to your emotions and what you feel. So I thought that'd be a fun one to try to dive into. This is an oldie, but I've never opened it still, and this is the Again and Again Pink Paisley foam stickers. So they're wood grain, but with a peach under foam. So it's really, really pretty and perfect for this particular collection. Not a ton of peach, but enough peach to make it work. It's actually more of this like orangey color than peach, but again, will super duper work for this particular collection. And then we have some rub-ons, which I know may be a shock to most of you. I don't own that many, but I did bring in these Project Life ones that I've had for a while. Not the best sort of like theme for what I'm going for, but things like the hearts and the arrows and the stars, super easy to incorporate into a project. And there is sort of like a rose gold to the paper. And then I also have gold glitter on these papers. So this sort of bronzy gold will come out of left field, but I don't mind mixing metallics if it works really, really well. So I pulled those in. And then I also pulled in brand new rub-ons, which I did haul for my Patreon. Again, you can check that out if you are interested, but this will probably be a video on its own, and it is testing out Dollar Tree rub-ons. So I found these ones, and I bought these way before the kit existed, but the fact that there's unicorns here and all these other woodland creatures is kind of hilarious to me. Now, it's not the perfect color scheme match. These are much brighter orange, but things like gray work really well, especially this swan here with just an orange beak and some light orange shading. Not too bad to work into a page. So we'll do a whole test on these, so keep an eye out for that video very, very soon. Are they good quality? Are they not? We will find out. We're going to get to the bottom of this. So I'll put those way over here. And then we just have a couple more pieces. I know this is a very large kit for me, which is no surprise. I love looking through my stash and putting things together. I had to bring in some cat stickers because I did not scrapbook my cats at all last month, and I feel terrible about it. But the pinks work really, really well, and sort of this isn't a great yellow match. This is more of a green yellow. But again, the pinks work really, really well. So I'm hoping maybe I could sneak in some cat photos this month, but we shall see. I also pulled in some more craft through this Amy Tangerine sticker set. Mainly the bunny won me over and a couple of the floral pieces that are left. But I also really like having another alphabet, and sort of like this fun whimsical drawn version may work well with these sort of hand-drawn motifs in the sticker set and in the paper pad for Magical Forest. So we pulled that in, tuck that in here at the bottom. And then we have only a couple more. We have this Jen Hadfield washi tape set. Again, I wanted sort of a neutral washi set, and I rarely reach for these actual sets versus my just rolls themselves. So I thought this would be a better match because we have the black for additional contrast, the golds, and some peaches. And on the back, you usually can see them, the other ones, but apparently not on this particular collection. But there's a few sheets, and they're all a little bit different, but same color scheme. And then lastly, I have some other title options. So first I have, I believe these are Jen Hadfield phrase titles. So we have Grow Together and then Love Grows Here. Those are the only two I have left, which would be totally awesome to use these up. I have used up an entire pack of these before, so I kind of got sick of them. And now I'm bringing them back. I think I can definitely use these. And these are the family thickers. Again, I believe from a Jen Hadfield collection. But gold glitter is here to stay apparently for this particular kit. And lastly, I pulled in this old Amy Tangerine Lucky Thicker set. So far I have Is the Of Our Life with 2. So clearly I'm going to have to do some assembling to figure out this title, but I'm going to go do a whole video about making titles and mixing and matching fonts over on Patreon if you guys are interested in checking that out. But that is my entire kit. It is huge. It is far too big, but I'm hoping to touch a little bit piece of it throughout the month of September and share it with you guys. Be sure to check out all of the other wonderful participants. That'll be linked down below, as well as the information I will have for you on the products here. If you're interested, I'll try to have them all linked down below so you guys can check them out and get them for yourself if you're interested in using things along with me. But we got some old, we got some new, we got some old product that's new to me still that I haven't used. But I'm super excited to work on this kit with you guys and see where it takes us in the month of September. Let me know what you think of the kit in the comments down below, and let me know what you guys would like to see me make with it. Do you picture I'm doing home-based layouts or cat layouts or travel layouts? I'd love to know what you think I might create with this, and we'll see if we can make it happen in the month of September. But a huge thank you again to Jana for sending me these lovely goodies and always inspiring me to craft more. But thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!